Hello again. We are in the car.
And I said, in the car again.
All right,
Can't wait to get on the road again.
We are headed south toward Washington, Georgia.
This is the third time we've done this, by the way. Somebody keeps tripping on our words.
I know. I'm having a hard time
We're
today.
going to Washington, Georgia to see the Kettle Creek Battlefield. It's a Revolutionary War field.
There you go.
Why was that so hard?
I don't know. It was just difficult.
But anyway, we're riding and riding. You know, you see us most of the time without masks and everything. But really, when we're out of the car, we are totally wearing masks and washing our hands. And I have problems even thinking about it, but I just wanted everybody to know that we are being very safe and careful.
But you think about the videos we've done recently, they've been outside and nobody's been around. That's why we're not wearing a mask.
But it's a sign of the times. If you're watching this 10 years from now and we're not around or whatever, just know that we value our life and we are very careful. And we miss our kids.
Yeah, well, Addie's, at school and Paula's working today. But I was just saying a little while ago that I'm curious to know that any of my ancestors fought at this battlefield.
Yeah, that was in take one.
Yeah, well, whatever. But I can't find any information about it. I know at least 3 of my ancestors fought in the American Revolution. And I haven't found anything about yours. I haven't gotten back. Yours is so hard to find because of the spelling of your last name.
Wait a minute, let's clarify, because a lot of your ancestors were Brits. But I think what she's talking about is they fought on the American side.
Yes. They were patriots. Yeah.
For America. Long live America.
But I haven't been able to find out yet if, where they fought. But
I think it was in the war.
Okay, so we're heading that way.
I'm on today, aren't I? I am on it.
There's the sign. Man, we thought last week was an adventure. I hope we're on the right road. I mean, it is a teeny tiny road. But this is where it said to turn, and according to Waze, we're on the right road. Look at this thing.
You're taking me into a bunch of sketchy stuff here.
I'm sorry.
Did you put the shot?
We stopped at the bathroom a little while ago. I guess it's a good thing we did, huh?
Okay, Battle Creek, Chapter 2. Daughters of Revolution. Wow.
Well, we're up here on the top of a hill. And again, hear how quiet it is.
I hear the river. Oh, there's a bridge down there.
Okay, so I guess we're on War Hill, right?
Mm-hmm.
You are here. There we go. I'm just leaving this here in case anybody wants to read it. You could pause it if you want to. The Battle of Kettle Creek fought here on February 14th, 1779. Was one of the most important battles of the Revolutionary War in Georgia. Well, this may have answered my question right here. It says these have been proved to have participated. Yep, I don't see any names that I recognize. But right there, you got Wilkes County Regiment, Georgia Militia, 140 men, Upper 96th Regiment, South Carolina. I had an ancestor that lived in South Carolina, so I was wondering if maybe he had participated. kind of another dreary day today. At least it's not raining. The Battle of the American Revolution, which the British were severely defeated, checked their invasion of Georgia. This side says, erected by the United States government upon request of the Kettle Creek chapter, Daughters of the American Revolution, 1930. Anything on the other side?
Yeah, all four sides.
On this hill, the 14th day of February, 1779, the Battle of Kettle Creek was fought. The last side over here says, the victorious American forces were commanded by Colonel Andrew Pickens, Colonel Elijah Clark, Colonel John Dooley. Now, I have a question. Aren't there 3 counties in Georgia named after them? Huh.
Clark County is. Dooley, I'm not sure of, and Pickens is. Pickens.
Here's some paperwork and stuff. We're going to go on the loop trail. I do have a map right here, but I don't think it's on the back. I don't think it tells much. We're here. We're going to do that small little loop right there. There's Summit Trail leading to a parking lot. So that was a parking lot back there that I saw. It was just a big grassy field. Yeah, there's some white crosses here too. Don't know what these are.
They're up there too?
I know I saw 2. There's some on up there. Wonder what they are. Or what. I know what they are, but I wonder who they're for. And we just came on this. You're probably not even supposed to climb the hill for any reason. See, I'm wondering if they place those. Maybe there are remains of people who died here at that time.
Because they're all over the place.
I see at least 3.
No, there's 4.
Do you see more?
Well, no,
There's one way up there.
And then there's one right there, 2.
And they have flags beside them.
So somebody's doing an archaeological.
Yeah, so somebody is here doing something. I guess there's a possibility that there were people lost in battle back then.
It could be British too.
Could be. We're not taking this trail, but we decided to come over the little bridge. Look at the creek down here. Meandering down here. Been raccoons down here. Where do you see it? I can't see.
Right,
No, I can't see on the camera.
There's some, there's some, there's some.
You know, it's one thing that's good about winter in the South. It gets cold, but you can still get out and do things. I mean, look at these trees. Nothing on these trees. And I like it because, like I said in the last video that we did, we can see much farther than we normally could. We're here on February 6th. So there's a possibility that the weather could have probably been similar to this.
Almost Christy's birthday.
Yep. Happy birthday on the 11th to Christy. But this battle was on the 14th, Valentine's Day. And we're close to that. So it probably felt similar to what we're feeling today. Well, maybe.
No, probably did.
But I bet, here again, trees probably were bare like this. And I do believe you probably would have seen the enemy coming.
Yeah, especially with red coats on.
That was my thinking. If we're looking at the map correctly, not right here, but the Loyalists would have been camped somewhere over there, which, like we were saying, you could really, really see them coming, because on the back side of this hill, right here, you have Colonel Dooley, Colonel Pickens, Colonel Clark coming in 3 different directions right there. So, on top of that hill,
That's some target practice.
I'm telling you, a bunch of redcoats come up that hill and sayonara. As we crossed over, you can see more crosses. How many did you see down here? I saw a couple, and Kurt's ahead of me. He walked ahead, but there are more up there. You can see them.
It explains the crosses right here.
Oh, well, good. Maybe we should have come the other way after all. We were going to come the other way. We changed our minds. There was a couple of men, and we didn't want to make them feel like they needed to hurry and go ahead, so we went the other way. Okay. This explains the crosses.
All right, the Battle of Kettle Creek lasted from approximately 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., an hour and a half.
Wow, that's all.
On February 14th, 1779. During that time, 70 to 80 Loyalist troops and 9 Patriot soldiers were killed. During an archaeological study in 2016, 29 possible grave sites were discovered and marked with white crosses. To protect the bodies from scavenging animals, Colonel Pickens ordered that several Loyalist prisoners be given their release after they had buried the fallen. The bodies were buried without markers in shallow graves until where they lie. They were strewn across 2.5 miles of hills and marshy battlefields. Today, the white crosses mark their resting place. The Kettle Creek Battlefield is considered a historic cemetery because of the wide distribution of grave sites. Unauthorized disturbance of these grave sites is a felony, as it should be. So that's what it was.
So that's
they buried
what it
them
is.
as they died.
But these were Loyalist British soldiers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
70, 80 to 80. And then all the captured, well, not all, but
Right,
some of the captured Loyalist prisoners were given their freedom after they buried all the bodies.
Okay, so
animals wouldn't just rip them apart.
I'm assuming that you said there were 7 or 8 Patriot soldiers that were killed.
9 Patriot
Okay, so
soldiers,
I'm assuming they probably took them and took them back to their homes.
I would think.
That's interesting.
That's nice.
That tree down right there. Check out the root system on that tree. It's still got grass growing over it, but you can tell right there it's been down for a while. Wonder how many chipmunks are living in this thing. We have one living in an uprooted tree trunk in our yard. We were wondering what these were. We're finding them all along the trail, but we have no idea what they are. And we were wondering if they marked a certain distance or a road. And somebody put these in. I wonder what those led to. All right, well, we're back where we started. A little bit of an overview. Oh, it even says, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Overview of the battle. Ha ha ha.
Creek.
We have just left Kettle Creek Battleground. And we picked this up while we were there. I did not realize that there are 8 sites in Georgia. And look at the first one, Elbert County. I guess we'll have to, we're turning. I guess we'll have to go back and find that one.
Check it out.
But there are 8. We'll have to check out some of them. I don't know if we'll get to all of them, but who knows. But it was very interesting.
And yes, we are history nerds.
That was interesting.
It was very enjoyable.
It was
the walk was very nice.
Yeah, nice place. Now, that was not on Roadside America, but we are heading back toward Washington, and we are going to see if we can find something that is listed on Roadside America. Muffler Man here in Washington, and it's no longer like for a muffler tire company or whatever.
Many of them are. They've just been adapted.
Right, so they've just been changed to adapt to whatever. This is a restaurant, so we're going to see if we can come across that next. Old Ace Hardware back there.
That's a cute town.
Washington Wilkes. We play them in football.
Do we really?
Yeah, we have.
I don't remember coming down here.
I don't know if it got played.
Was that the one that we were coming down here to play and they canceled it or something?
It may have been. With the pandemic going on, there's no telling. Look at this church. It's a pretty church.
Oh, it is.
I mean, there are historical markers all over, but we just passed. Some of these houses like that are huge. It's hard to see. But, I mean, look at these houses. Look at that thing. That reminds me of one that's in Opelika. It almost looks exactly like it.
All right, we're coming up to it.
We are 0.5 miles away. But there are huge houses all around here.
We're coming up on it, but I don't see it.
I don't either.
There it is.
Whoa! There he is.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, there he is. He looks like he's got an evil look on his face. Flip ourselves around here. And there he is. It is now outside the Pig and Bull Grill.
That is really cool.
Uh-huh, it's just out here, just bam, came into view.
So it's like not even attached to the building.
He's holding his hands like that, which means that he would have been holding a muffler.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, the big Muffler Man, there he is. Go.
Hello. We hope you enjoyed the Kettle Creek Battlefield and the Muffler Man. I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see those every day around because they're, you know, old time. So it was pretty cool. It's now a barbecue place.
And
yeah, it was good.
We have another destination, but the video is going to be too long, so we're going to continue next week. Part two. Bye.
See ya. Have fun.